Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 26th episode of Live from the Adelphi PAC living room, or as some people very rudely referred to it to me today as a half a year, which is just I can't even wrap my head around that. But that we've been doing this for this long. But I am thrilled that you are here. My name is Blythe Daylong. I am the executive director of the Adelphi University Performing Arts Center. Thank you so much for choosing to spend some time with us and with Adelphi to watch the show this week. While we aren't able to have audiences in person, we are continuing to bring Adelphi's talented students, faculty, staff, alumni, and other guests to you each week. Now, in this episode, we'll be welcoming Lauren Brickman from Adelphi's class of 2009 to share some of her sketch comedy work and talk about some other projects she has going on. We'll talk with Katie Grant, who is our Associate Director of Alumni Relations, to talk about Adelphi Spirit Weekend, which is coming up this weekend. And we'll be sharing another preview clip of This Odd Geometry of Time. Now, we have another packed show, and assuming that Lauren comes on and is here with us, awesome, we are going to please welcome Lauren Brickman. Hello, Lauren.
Hi, Blythe. How are you?
I'm good. You had me panicked because you were there, but I couldn't see you, and I was like, oh, God. But of course, you did the same thing I did in the last 30 minutes since we last saw each other, which was actually get ready for people to see you. So
it's true. I went from my day to evening look.
I mean, you do what you got to do, right?
You do what you got to do. You really, how did we ever do this and leave our houses? I don't know.
I can't imagine. Right? Thank God that
I can't believe I never got places. I truly can't.
I know. Yeah. Now, in addition to being an alum, you are also back teaching in the Department of Theater. So tell us a little bit about what you're teaching this semester, how the semester is going. Obviously, things are very different. So just give us a little insight into what you're up to with our students this semester.
Yeah, I'm so excited. Since graduating in 2009, I've kind of come back in different capacities. Back in 2017, I taught a comedy class. I've worked with Maggie Lally, co-teaching the cabaret class, and did different things. But I'm truly excited this semester. For the very first time, I have the privilege to be teaching the first-year actors in their acting class. And I'm working with just an incredible group of actors. They're so hungry and compassionate, and I'm really, really pumped because in our class we have been developing the material that is going to be performed for the first year showcase. And so we've been hard at work, writing monologues and songs and telling stories. And today we did a big deep dive into sort of acting advice and technique and theory. And so it's so fun getting to work with these actors, and it's so fun to be back in the space that gave me my technique and my training, and to be able to say, I really did sit exactly where you're sitting.
Right.
But not under these circumstances. I have to give so much credit to these actors, having such tremendous imagination and patience as we're all figuring out how to keep creating under these crazy circumstances.
Yeah, it is really remarkable to see how well so many people are adapting to this and the work that they're doing instead. I mean, I think we have a great example of that coming up this weekend that we'll talk about later. You're working on a whole bunch of projects now, maybe more than you would even under normal circumstances, right? And we'll talk to all that now. In the past, you spent a lot of time at Upright Citizens Brigade.
Yes.
In New York. And now we're going to share on the show today, we're going to share a couple of sketches that you did there. So tell us about this first one that we're going to see tonight.
Yeah, so I was at first a student and then became a house performer at UCB, but my absolute favorite experience was being an actor on a house sketch team called Arch Nemesis. And this first sketch was one of Arch Nemesis sketches, and it was written by a fabulous comedian named Nikki Palumbo. And Nikki is Italian-American, and she has a larger than life grandmother who she was always telling us stories about. And we were in a pitch meeting one night, and I was like, I want to play your grandma, Nikki. Your grandma sounds like a badass. And so Nikki was like, what would it look like if Lauren was my grandma? And she came up with this totally kooky, off the wall premise of an Italian grandma cooking show. Based on her real Nona. And that was one of my favorite parts about being on a sketch team at UCB, was getting to work with so many imaginative people and just sort of being like, that sounds like something I'd like to do. And then being like, yes, let's see what happens. Like, yes, excellent. You can play my grandma.
Right? Yeah. How fun.
So fun. So yeah, so that's Nona's Kitchen came out of Nikki's real grandma and me just really wanting to play her.
Perfect. Well, it is a lot of fun, and I'm happy to share it with everyone now. Enjoy.
So authentic. Okay, so you know what? I can't believe no one's ever just given a regular Italian grandma Rome cooking show before. This is gonna be.
When you come into my house, I say, "Hey! Get out of my kitchen! I do not know you!" The thing I think to myself, my own grandson here no visit, and you look so hungry, so I'm feeding you.
And that's exactly what I want. All right, so Nona, just oozes authenticity. Okay, so you're gonna talk us through the recipe while you're cooking, and then we're gonna film.
And then mangiamo.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Okay. All right, ready? All right, we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1.
Ciao. Welcome to In the Cucina with a Nonna. In Italian, cucina means kitchen, and Nonna means I'm a feeder you, huh? Today, we make a tortellini alla Matteo. Matteo. That's my husband, and why I wear a black for 15 years. I'll be with you soon, Matteo. Tortellini! The little pastas I make with my 2 own naked hands. Today, I have a helper from Antonio. Huh? Hello, Mr. Cameraman. You do a good job. You do a good job.
So much salt.
It's for taste. Pasta you're gonna love.
Yeah, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
Now, let's see.
She's doing laundry now? It's so authentic! Come on, it's gonna be great! You know, I can't believe no one's ever just wandered into an old widow's home and given her a cooking show before. Alright, this is gonna be better than Chef's Table, Master Chef, Iron Chef, Top Chef, and Chef Chef.
Roberto, you need to pay attention. Roberto, you have to know how to cook to keep your wife happy. Maya Matteo.
I'm sorry, I'm actually not married.
This isn't gonna cut together. Great. So that's enormous success. Keep going.
Come and I help along now. Okay, we do this, we do that. Now we add a little Angelina.
Okay, so the little
No, a little Angelina.
What does she do?
How much money do you make? She makes a perfect wife for Roberto.
Yeah, I'm obviously very, very gay, so this is not.
So was my priest. Oh, I make you little Now we await for it to cook.
Il Santo Rosario.
And for God to come and
Io credo in Dio, Padre Onnipotente, Creatore del cielo e della terra, ed in Gesù Cristo.
Oh my god, it's so fucking goddamn authentic!
have some respect.
I'm sorry, Mama.
It's okay. You are good boy, Giovanni.
Oh, thanks, Mama. Oh, my name is Patrick.
So that's Nona's kitchen.
I mean, you gotta love her, right? And it's also, it's so, remember being in a room with strangers and laughing together, right? Like, it's a little off-putting.
It's so crazy. I know. I was having so much fun, but also got so emotional. Like, I was going through videos trying to find a sketch to show tonight, and I was like, oh, I used to go perform on a stage in front of crowds all the time.
Right?
And now I perform in my living room, but that's cool too.
I mean, look, you do what you got to do, and
you do, and that's the amazing thing, and that's what has been so inspiring being in the classroom. Since we went on mostly online in March, I've just been so impressed, and I feel very lucky that I have students not just at Adelphi but all over the world, because I teach at a couple different places, and no matter what continent you're on, no matter what you have to work with or what obstacles you have, like, the human imagination can really do incredible things. And so I've been constantly inspired by students just not making excuses and coming up with solutions. It's been so cool.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really great and fantastic, and giving you the opportunity to work with people that you just wouldn't be able to work with otherwise, right? I mean,
totally. That's been one of the
silver linings of all of this.
Yeah, I know. My writing partner and I in January launched a podcast called We Stand Together, and pre-quarantine, we were going to a recording studio in Brooklyn, and we were like, oh, we always try to get people in the same room because that's a better quality sound, and there were all these people that we wanted to have on the show. Yeah, that's We Stand Together, new episodes every Tuesday. And there were all these people that we were like trying to get in, but they were like in LA or whatever. And then the silver lining of quarantine has been suddenly we're all able to do everything remote. And we've been so lucky to have so many people say yes and hop on the show. We've had, Lauren Lapkus, who's, in like every movie right now. It's hard to like pick one.
Right.
And we've had, our friend Lauren Ashley Smith, who's the head writer of Black Lady Sketch Show, and Jonathan Braylock from Astronomy Club, and James III from Astronomy Club, and just so many incredible guests who are able to hop on the show. And tomorrow we have a brand new episode out tomorrow morning across all podcasting platforms. And we have Matt Rogers, who is on Las Culturistas and Hot Dog and so many other great projects. And we are talking about a really serious topic to all of us, which is Mariah Carey. So any Mariah Carey fans out there, come find us because we do a deep dive. We all read her memoir. Book club was hot this month. So
I mean, right? Yeah, exactly. I feel like there are a lot of people a part of that book club, whether they were directly or not. I was mildly distracted earlier when you were talking because you actually just sent me a video clip because why not? Like, let's throw this into the mix. It's done. It's here. I think it's actually going to work, and I feel like it is about this show, right?
Yes, it is. So we had a little audio trailer, and I thought that's not the most exciting thing for a live stream. So I went and found the amazing artwork that we have to promote the show, which is actually by an Adelphi alumni. One of my classmates, Mike DeFrancisco, who also worked in the costume shop at Adelphi for a long time. He is our fabulous artist. He's also on an episode. We've had a couple of Adelphi alumni. Raquel Powell was also on the show. But I love the fact that Mikey, who I met as a freshman at Adelphi, is now our incredible artist, creating incredible art week each and every week. So I thought I would put together his work so that everyone could take a look at it.
I love it. Well, let's take a look at that right now.
Awesome.
And cross our fingers that it works.
Here we go.
I stan. Lauren, do you stan?
Caitlin, are you using stan to mean an obsessive fan of a celebrity movie, TV show, or franchise?
I am.
Then yes, I stan. I stan so many things.
Then we stand together.
We're both obsessed with pop culture and worked as professors, literally teaching college students.
So we're pop culture professors.
I'm Off Broadway's Lauren Brickman, whose work has been featured in Glamour magazine.
And I'm Caitlin Pinsaguy from the Rundown with Robin Thede and Impractical Jokers.
Each week, we'll take you on an academic journey investigating the wilds of pop culture.
We're smart people,
But we talk dumb topics.
based on our long-running live show at the Upright Citizens Brigade Theater.
And our guests are the funniest pop culture intellectuals, like a Black Lady sketch show's head writer, Lauren Ashley Smith,
Broadway's Jeff Hiller, stand-up comedian and pop star Z-Way,
Sarah Chase from Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt,
and ScamWow's own Katie Brodnick. I'm going to talk now about a song hopefully you've heard, bringing you my thesis, which is that Paula Abdul's Opposites Attract led to millennials' obsession with boys.
Mm-hmm.
Can I please take a picture with you too? And I was like, of course we'll take a picture. And I just saw on her face, she was like, not you. I want the mole woman.
I deeply shipped Buffy and Angel on Buffy.
That's a good one.
And I was like, just drop me in there.
Yeah.
Like, just get me to Sunnydale. I got this covered. I will handle the slang, and also Angel will be my boyfriend, and we'll figure it out.
Join us Tuesday starting January 21st, 2020 on More Banana and wherever you listen to podcasts. So that's our little pop culture party. You know, Caitlin and I wanted to create something. For us, we really hate when people feel embarrassed to love the things that they love. And this whole idea of guilty pleasure is just such a turn off to us. And so, you know, our whole thing is like, it's cool to like what you like and like, why hide it? So we like to be a little piece of positive during everything that's going on.
Absolutely. And I will, it sounds like a lot of fun. You have a lot of great guests on there. I will say, as you did, that it is available wherever you get your podcasts. Mm-hmm. It is on all the platforms. I also encourage everyone to follow you on Instagram at We Stand Social. This way, you're reminded of what's coming. You know what's coming next. You get a lot more information. So it's really great. And I love that you have various Adelphi folk involved.
Yeah.
Well. It has some great Adelphi connections beyond just you, which is always wonderful to see, which is great. And so we're going to see one more sketch from your Upright Citizens Brigade days at the end of the show. But for now, I am going to say thank you for joining us.
It was so fun.
Thank you so much for being here. And we will see you again in just a little bit.
Sounds good.
Awesome. Thanks, Lauren. And as I said, please take a moment to check out her great podcast that she's been doing since the beginning of the year. She's got some great guests. Now, as I mentioned earlier in the show, we are coming up on Adelphi's annual Spirit Weekend. Now, this is obviously going to look much different this year since everything is virtual. We aren't able to welcome people to campus and have all kinds of on-campus events like we normally do. But the great thing about that is this is also allowing lots of people who would not normally be able to participate because they're away, their schedules just don't work for them to travel here. And now people all over are going to be able to join in a way that we just never would have been able to do before. So to tell us more about this great weekend of activities that is coming up, please welcome the Associate Director of Alumni Relations, Katie Grant. Hello, Katie.
Hi, how are you?
I am all right. Thank you so much for being here and for coming in tonight. I know this is a busy week for you, so I appreciate you taking the time to come on and tell us all the great things that are happening this coming weekend. So Spirit Weekend is October 23rd through the 25th. So that is this coming up weekend. I'm going to put this on there with our website, but tell us about what's happening and what we can expect to see this weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm so excited to be here tonight. Thank you. So as Blythe said, we're getting ready to kick off our 4th annual Spirit Weekend. This one will, of course, look different since everything is virtual, but that does give us the really great opportunity to engage our entire global community of students, parents, families, alumni, really anyone and everyone. And we've already seen that with our alumni who have registered. We have alumni from Texas and California and Alabama and places that if it was in person, they probably wouldn't have been able to travel to get here. So it does open up the doors for a lot of really great opportunities. So to kind of start off with, I know Blythe will discuss some great PAC events that will be taking place during the weekend. So stay tuned for that.
Yep.
But we start off Thursday night with 2 programs, the magician and mentalist, Sean Bolt, and Dr. Terry Orbuck discussing with us love and relationships in the time of COVID. So a very interesting topic that I'm sure we all want to hear a little bit more about.
And she was on campus a year or so ago, right?
Correct. Yes, she was, and very popular talk, and this one is certainly timely.
Great. Yeah.
Friday, we have a really great conversation with alumnus Isaiah Hall, who will discuss and unpack the urgency of voting. So definitely a topic, again, that is on everyone's minds and will be great to hear. We also have a career and professional development workshop about leveraging your LinkedIn for career success, a resident assistant and orientation leader alumni reunion, our 9th annual 10 Under 10 Alumni Awards induction ceremony, and the favorite for Spirit Weekend, casino night. So that is something that everyone loves, and it will still be taking place, still with prizes, just all online this time.
That's great.
Then Saturday, we look to bring together some of our affinity groups, including the Multicultural Alumni Chapter and the LGBTQ+ and Allies Affinity Group. There will also be bingo and the prestigious Panther Awards, again, a Spirit Weekend tradition that we are continuing on. And then closing out Saturday night, which was just announced today to the Adelphi community, there will be an exclusive Adelphi University performance by Jason Derulo. So that is open to alumni, faculty, staff, families, and of course, current students. So we're very excited for that. That'll
be great. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yes, agreed. And I heard he puts on a really great virtual performance. I haven't seen any yet, but according to what everyone says, he is very entertaining virtually.
We are deliberately avoiding Saturday with our programming because of all the great things going on that you guys have with Spirit Weekend, and that's a packed day in particular. So I was like, let's just, and also knowing that this announcement was coming, I was like, let's not try and compete with that.
Yeah,
let's sit back and we'll take Thursday, Friday, Sunday. So yeah.
And Saturday you can just enjoy all the events that are going on.
Exactly. Yeah, good.
And then Sunday we close out the weekend with our Greek Sunday panel, which brings together all of our Greek students and alumni. And the virtual Panther series, which includes a special edition live from the PAC living room, which I know Blythe will talk about soon. And this is just a handful of the 35 plus events that are all taking place virtually during this upcoming weekend. If you go to the schedule of events, you'll be able to click on whichever one you're interested in, learn more details, and then there will be a link to register for each individual event as well.
Great. Yeah. And I will add everything is free. Everything is online. But you do need to register for things even if that's moments before the event starts. There's not a cutoff to the registration, but you do need to register to then actually get the link to however it is you're going to watch or participate in each of these events. So yeah, it's yet another reason to head to the website and find the complete schedule. But then that's also where you'll go to register for everything, because it is all open to everybody.
Absolutely. And on the Spirit Weekend website, there is also a listing of all pre-recorded events. So if by chance you don't see a live event that you're interested in, there is still lots of other events that you can watch, including past recordings of Live from the PAC Living Room. So lots of great things going on.
It's great. That's great. Excellent. Thank you so much for being here, for telling us more about this. You are absolutely right that I have a couple of specific things to talk about in relation to things that we're doing from the Performing Arts Center this weekend. But thanks so much for coming on and giving us more information about everything else going on this weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you.
Great. Thanks, Katie. Good to see you.
You too. Bye.
And as she mentioned, we do have some special events happening at the PAC this weekend. We are doing a special edition of this show, our Live from the PAC show, the living room show that we've been doing. It is on Sunday afternoon rather than on our usual Monday time slot. So this special edition is happening then. I'll talk a little more about that, and then also. It's Sunday at noon. Sorry. I'm forgetting what I'm talking about when. It's been a long day. So our Spirit Weekend edition of Live from the PAC Living Room is going to be ticketed. It is free as always, but it will be, you'll just go to the website, you register, you'll get a ticket, and then that will give you the link to be able to watch the show. It will be Sunday at noon. And what we're doing with this episode is I don't have any guests. It's all what I've gone back to our alumni, our students, our faculty that have been on past shows, asked them to send me a new performance video of something that hasn't been on the show before, and they have responded greatly. So we have a fun collection of just a ton of performances from about a dozen different people that'll be on that show on Sunday afternoon. And then we will be back on Monday with a regular episode as well. So do take the time and join us on Sunday afternoon at noon to watch that. Now, the other event we have going on this weekend is, we talked about it on the show last week. We've talked about it a couple of times. So the Department of Theater production of This Odd Geometry of Time is happening this coming weekend during Spirit Weekend. It runs October 22nd, 23rd, and 25th. We are going to show one more preview clip of this show to share with you before performances begin this Thursday. So in this clip, you are going to see Gala Dali, played by senior theater student Alexis Barrios. She plays the wife and muse of Salvador Dali. Now, this character acted as his agent for most of his life, and Dali himself notably said, "It is with your blood I make my paintings." Now, she was a strong, independent woman of the Surrealist movement that inspired many artists aside from Dali, including Max Ernst. As you will see from this clip, as you saw in the clip last week, this show is very much about strong women throughout history. So here is another preview of a scene from This Odd Geometry of Time.
Shuffle them. Really put your scent on them. devour them. And when you're done, pass them back. You like? He promised he'd buy me a castle. It was built in the 11th century and shall outlive us all. Soon, my love, we are in the middle of a reading. He's impatient. He has not been well, you know. Age, time, it is a factor that comes for all of us. What does a muse to do when her acts of service are changed from inspiration to perspiration? Are you ready? Oh, the Ten of Cups, but in reverse. You feel disconnected from a lover. They have abandoned you. You know when this is right up, it means bliss, really. These two in picture, they have everything they could wish for, but in reverse. Well, that is your best, so let us not dwell. Oh, lovers, a temptation. You crave to stray. But at what cost, young man? What cost? Soon, my darling. We are almost finished here. I know you have come here to meet him, and I really do apologize. He needs his rest today. He was working into the night, and now he is unsettled. But wait, we have one more card. This represents your future, young man. The Hanged Man. You wish to surrender? Or maybe you are suspended in time. You know, I would love to see your work. I saw you nervously placed in the hall. Why don't you bring it to me? Then, in a moment. But first.
Thank you, Alexis. Nice work. Now, this Odd Geometry of Time is written by Megan Lone, directed by Shoshana Tarko, both of whom are alums of Adelphi. Performances, as I mentioned earlier, are this Thursday, October 22nd, Friday, October 23rd, and Sunday, October 25th. Now, this event is free, as are all of our student performances this semester, but tickets are required. So they have set up a website for the show that contains a virtual program that gives you more information about all the characters that you're going to see. There's tons of historical characters in this show, gives you background on all of them, tells you obviously all the people that are involved in the production, but also there's a link there for you to head to the PAC website and get your tickets. So visit oddgeometryofTime.com for all kinds of information about the show. Since we were doing a virtual program anyway, they've really gone above and beyond. There's some character videos on there. There's lots of research about each of the people that are there. So there's a lot to check out before you then join them for the show later this week. Now, this is performed completely live. Each performance is a live performance. The students are all performing remotely. There is no special software or anything that you need to watch the performance. You're not going to be actually in Zoom to watch it. So do visit their website, grab tickets, and check that out this coming weekend. Now, there are lots of other great performances coming up at the PAC. Visit our website, pac.adelphi.edu, for more details about all of those. As I've said repeatedly, please check back often. Make sure you are signed up for our email list. We are adding things constantly. We're hopefully later this week announcing a new concert series that we're going to be doing live from the Performing Arts Center. So there's a lot of fun things coming up from our students, as well as some great guests. And this is also where you can go to get tickets for the special edition of our living room show that is happening on Sunday afternoon, October 25th. But meanwhile, let's bring back Lauren for another bit of sketch comedy before we close out the show this week.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Lauren.
Thank you so much. So much exciting stuff happening at Adelphi.
It is a lot, and we have this weekend we kind of really kick in, and then we have a week of quiet, and then we literally have something every weekend and multiple things. Usually some days we have like 3 things going on at the same time, which I'm not actually sure how we're going to pull that off technology wise, but that is later's problem. And and we keep going through the end of the year. So there really are a lot of great things to come. And as we look at the calendar, it is getting close to Halloween.
It sure is. As one of my students told me today, it's spooky season.
That's right.
Yeah.
It is. And so as we were trying to figure out what would be good to be on the show tonight of things that you have, you said, well, this one is certainly very in the spirit of Halloween, and
That's
feel
right.
like it would be a good fit. So
Yeah, this last one is also from my old sketch team, Arch Nemesis, and written by a fabulous comedian named Max Ash, who has a real obsession with escape rooms. He, I think, has literally done every escape room in New York, and we were like,
yeah.
we made fun of him, and we're like, Max, this is clear. You got to write a joke. You got to write something about it. And
Right.
he decided to take his love for escape rooms and his love of scary movies. So this is Escape the Saw Room.
Excellent. Excellent. It's a great premise. It's a lot of fun. And I will say, before we get to this, I do want to take a moment. Thank everyone for watching. Thank you so much for joining us this week and every week. Don't forget to join us on this coming Sunday at noon for our special episode. And then we will be back next Monday with another regular episode of the show as well, with more great guests and other things going on in the Performing Arts Center. So stay safe, stay healthy. We will see you next week. Thank you, Lauren, for joining us and sharing these clips with us. And I am thrilled to end the show on a spooky note.
On a spooky note.
And wish everyone the best escaping from the Saw Room. Enjoy.
Oh my God.
You got it. My name is Jigsaw. I'd like to play a little game. In 1 hour, a potent nerve gas will kill you all. Good luck.
Oh, what the fuck is happening, you guys? Oh my god! Guys, this is exactly like Escape the Room. I love these.
Nathan, that puppet just threatened to murder us.
Yeah, if we don't get out in time, but we will, because I've done every Escape the Room in New York City. Now, everybody split up. We'll start looking for the first clue. All right. Well, there's blood splattered all over this wall, and there's scratch marks on this wall, which probably means something.
Help!
Whoa! Get it! Respect the room. Opening anything should never require more force than you can discharge with one arm. Everybody knows that.
Look, Nathan, we know that you love Escape the Room and that you have nuanced opinions about the different companies.
Mission Escape is my favorite.
Shut the fuck up! We were kidnapped and we were drugged and we might die here.
Oh my god, you guys, I just want to rust the Good eye, Warren. We'll probably have to hang this from something or use it as a counterweight, or maybe it's a key. No, Nathan, it means one of us will probably have to saw off their own arm or leg. Yeah, I was going to say that too. So. Hey, has anybody tried opening this door? Oh my god! It's my sister, Karen! Oh my god! to me carefully. I just figured out that Rusty Hacksaw is actually almost an anagram for Haystack Wars. Now, I know there's a but bear with me for a second, all right?
Congratulations. You have activated the bomb. You have 1 minute to enter the
Guys, I'm asking for a clue. No! Clue Master, we're stumped. Can we get a clue?
About a clue master. Kicks up what?
All right. Can I get a small hint?
Let's just say the key to a person's heart is through their stomach.
No. Oh my God. Can we get another hint?
Oh my God! It's in her stomach!
No, please don't! No! You don't! It's your own sister! No, do it! Jesus Christ! No! No! 5361. That's gotta mean something. Read the fucking room, Nathan! You're on the wall? I always miss stuff like this. I didn't kill you! No, get it! No! Get it! That's exactly what that guy wants us to do! And you know I loved your sister! You know I did! But if we want to escape, we have to stay calm!
Well done, Janet. Now, as you will all find, inside the deactivated bomb is a gun. And with the gun...
No! The gun! No! Key!
No, the gun is not a key one. The gun has exactly 3 bullets, and there's 4 of you.
The bullets are key! No! No! Dang, I was wrong.
Jesus Christ, whatever, time for the nerve gas.
I said I'd like escape the room. I didn't say I was good at it.